Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the next week of our hero's journey. Um, and I just want to acknowledge that I have been sensing that there's a certain amount of fatigue and a certain amount of rawness that people are experiencing. And so I'm going to be specifically bringing in some energies to support that and just to bring a bit more comfort and smoothness that I feel are, could be helpful for us riding this amazing journey, in a way where we can bring our best. So I would like to warmly welcome everyone new who has joined the tribe. I hope that you will feel very welcome to comment under the YouTube videos and to engage others. Again, this is a place where we can be building community by engaging with one another. And one of the most beautiful ways of building community is simply to acknowledge seeing people. So if somebody makes a post, it can be very helpful for you to reply to their post and to share, maybe a little bit that you got out of it or an appreciation for it. A little reply like that goes a long way, and that's how we can develop a good community together. So I'm going to invoke the violet flame for our community for this week. And again, I have been doing that because the violet flame is a way of transmuting those really negative kinds of vibrations, negative emotions, anger, fear, transmuting them, um, breaking up that density in them so that they can open up space for lighter things like joy, appreciation, gratitude. I think we can all relate with that. When we're able to move through out of a space of anger, it's a lot easier to feel gratitude for others and appreciation and love for others. So the violet flame is a very powerful energy that we can invoke that disrupts the density of those lower vibration emotions like anger and fear and even grief. I've spoken about how the violet flame can help with grief in previous videos. So in the spirit of bringing gentleness to the community, I'm choosing the lilac fire of source for our violet flame invocation for this week. And again, the lilac fire of source is bringing in not only the violet flame, but also the energy of Archangel Mary, who is a very, very powerful archangel and deeply loving, deeply nurturing, deeply compassionate. So we're bringing that in with the violet flame this week. So if you have an amethyst, you can grab it. So I will repeat it 3 times. I am the lilac fire of source. I am the flame of love. I am the wings of freedom. I am the song of joy. I am the heart of the new golden age. I am ready. Bathe me in your light. I am the lilac fire of source. I am the flame of love. I am the wings of freedom. I am the song of joy. I am the heart of the new golden age. I am ready. Bathe me in your light. I am the lilac fire of source. I am the flame of love. I am the wings of freedom. I am the song of joy. I am the heart of the new golden age. I am ready. Bathe me in your light. And so it is. Okay. So the biggest news is that we're gathering live as a community this Sunday. I'm giving my monthly. I hate saying monthly because this one really is feeling particularly powerful. So it's not just like the everyday, every month thing, but I have committed to offering you a dynamic program every month. And so my dynamic program is coming up this Sunday. It's called Stand in Your Power. And I am going to be sharing a bit more about Buddhist Project Sunshine, where I developed the capacities that I'm bringing to you in my leadership here was from my work with Buddhist Project Sunshine, where I founded and led an organization to expose a sexual predator cult leader successfully in a very relatively short period of time, less than 1 year. So I developed some really important, I think, strengths and capacities from that. And I'm passing that on to you. And as well, I will also be doing an inner hero activation. So there's also going to be this energetic part where I will be um, facilitating a process for you to be able to activate your inner hero. So that's going to be this Sunday. And if you can't join us live, you can still join us in spirit by listening to the replay. I will be sending out a link to the replay to everybody who registers. So all you have to do is register and either come live or, which of course is the best. And if you can't come live, then you will get the link to the replay. So I hope that you will be coming out and joining me in the tribe this Sunday. And so I will be giving a personal update in a moment. And I would first like to thank those who are joining me in the 1111 Peace Prayer Wave. This is our community's initiative to bring peace to our world. And I'm really loving connecting with those who are participating in the Peace Prayer Wave. And I'll include a link to that below if you'd like to try it out someday and to join us. I would also like to thank the sponsors for this week's videos. So these are people who are contributing on my Patreon account. And so I am including the energy of your financial contribution into these videos. So first to thank you, AM, BH, CG, CM, DC, EK, JC, JG, JK, and TE. Would also like to thank MW for her generous $200 donation through the year of 2025, and also to AF for recently sending me another beautiful card with a $20 bill in it. So I'm including your contribution as well towards support for these videos. And so all of the, because I know that so many people tell me that they find these videos helpful. So all of the merit that we are generating through creating these videos and sharing them with people, I dedicate the merit on behalf of all of us for the benefit of all beings. Okay, so I guess well, maybe I'll share a smaller personal update first. So I'm just going to disrobe one of these scarves. So first of all, I had an encounter with my mother and it went positively. So those who were there with me with the Warrior of Peace 101 training, where I brought through Saramanju, this new beautiful energy to help us as a tribe to be able to have greater insight and greater understanding and also greater grace in navigating the twists and turns. So Saramanju came through in that program for us to assist us. And I had also mentioned that I had a vision of Saramanju um, delightfully like swinging her sword and kind of like poking holes in the bubble of this difficult situation with my mother. Definitely could rank as the most difficult relationship in my life. She's still involved with the cult. She has a lot of trauma that she's chosen never to do any healing on. And naturally, it's very difficult to be in any kind of intimate relationship with her. And so I'd had this vision of Saramanju with her sword and gracefully somehow showing me how to work with my mother in this challenging situation. And I know that a number of you had, expressed support through, you know, messages you put in the chat during the event, and then also emails that people have sent me after. So I appreciate all the cheering and the support. So I was able to have a good interaction with her, and the interaction is quite interesting because she sent me an email saying family heirloom, and I'm like, what is this? So I opened up the email, and she said that she wanted to give me her 6 foot black puja table, and a puja table is perfectly designed for you being able to sit on your meditation cushions and have this great table surface for doing your practice or your puja on. And so, taking a longer story, making it short, I decided to gratefully receive her passing on her 6 foot puja table, which you may even see part of it here in the back of this video. And so this involved me coming to her place and um, kind of packaging up safely the table. And then she had offered to drive me with the table. So I moved the table into her car and she drove me to my place. And so I was able to receive this gift from her. And we were even able to have the car ride. And there were no difficulties, no difficult experiences in the conversation. And I still find, I'm mindful about, making sure that things are feeling balanced and this sort of thing. So it wasn't like an easy breezy kind of thing, but it was good. And I feel like it was a step in the right direction. We had a follow-up Zoom on Mother's Day. I was helping her with a little technical issue that she's trying to work out. So I was exploring some different options for her because I'm fairly good with tech. I have a number of computer science degrees. So, and that conversation also went well. And so it feels at this point like things are just coming to like a warmer place. And I think that change is a lot easier to engage in a warmer place rather than, her feeling attacked or, a defensive kind of cold space. So I feel like that the improvement there is that the space is becoming warmer, and we'll see what kind of blessings Saramanju can bring through. So the really big update is, and I'd mentioned this previously, is that, and I have got permission to actually say who it is that gave me this, but I received the empowerment of the deities of Manjusri and Sarasvati, who are the father and the mother of Saramanju. And so I received it yesterday. So it's still feeling very unprocessed. So I'm not going to talk a lot about it, but just to let the tribe know that John, who you've seen, leaves beautiful posts under the YouTube videos, and he also was a wonderful participant in the first Warrior of Peace Power Up program. I know that many of you have been developing, a wonderful appreciation for John. So, so John attended the Warrior of Peace Training 101, where I brought through Saramanju, and he was delighted because his main practice since the late 80s has been this union of Manjushri and Sarasvati. And so, so that means he's been doing this practice for like over 35 years. And so he offered to give me this empowerment of the practice that he has been doing for over 35 years. And so this has been a long time coming. This is like, I think, probably a couple of months now. But the day was yesterday. And so John and I got together on Zoom. And also I will add, last week, he had given me quite an extensive a list of optional things I could do to prepare. So last week I was really immersing myself in these preparation activities, including chanting mantras and tracing Tibetan syllables and all kinds of things that I did last week to prepare myself. So I prepared myself well, and he prepared himself well. He gave me the empowerment in a like a cheerful, fluid, and yet also so proper way. I feel like it was really like it couldn't have been done better. So I share this because this is good news for the community that this empowerment has happened, and that I will be able to be bringing through even more powerful grace, even more powerful insight. I am honoring Manjusri and Sarasvati, my red Manjusri with this red scarf, blue Sarasvati with this lapis mala, which incidentally, my mother gave to me years ago after she did a pilgrimage, a Buddhist pilgrimage in India. She got this for me, and I've just had it for years. And I've used it a couple of times for Vajrayogini, but it's never been associated with a practice. So now this will be my official Manjushri with, so it's officially red Manjushri with blue Sarasvati practice. So honoring Sarasvati and red Manjushri for my sharing of this with you this week. Super excited about it and feel deeply blessed. And I know that this is going to be a real up level for our community. So I know that I've moved into my personal updates, but now things are percolating around what I've been seeing in the community. So, first of all, I have seen that the last couple of weeks of my newsletter posts seem to have maybe touched some things and triggered some things. Um, uh, Last week, people, like a large number of people, unsubscribing. And then this week, some people writing back, uncomfortable with what I had said about anger, because the title of the newsletter was "Is Anger Bad?" And I took some time to take a look at anger and kind of like teasing out different aspects of anger so that it's not all lumped into one thing that's bad. So I just want to acknowledge that I realize that I'm saying things that are challenging to people. And I guess what I'd like to say is that I hope that it's a good challenge. And this time that we're in, it's such a it's such a I know that it's very unsettling and upsetting, but at the same time, a lot of new things are coming through that I think are in response to all of the horridness that we see happening. Some good things are coming through out of people that maybe they wouldn't have come if we didn't have such deep horridness happening. So I'm not trying to say that it's a good thing that the horridness is happening, but I do want to acknowledge the good things that are coming through in people. Things are waking up because they're called, they're needed. And so I'm a bit of a clarion bell of bringing forward some new ideas that I think that are important. And I do think that this is a time for us to come to grips and understand anger differently, and to see how we can harness the positive aspects of anger to be able to move through this. The image that's coming to mind is a woman giving birth and needing to breathe, vigorously, to move the birth forward, um, because and I just want to acknowledge I haven't actually given birth to a baby in this lifetime. But what I understand is that it takes a lot of work and it's very painful to birth a baby, and that um, we need to dig deep for those capacities for being able to move things forward. And I do believe that positive anger is going to be part of that. And so we need to heal those things within us around anger so that we can touch into positive anger, anger that is transformative, anger that is from a place of love, a place of fierce love. And I am not talking about, confused things, like the Crusades, where, they were going around killing people, somehow out of the love of God. I think we all know that's just not true. I'm talking about doing things from a place of true love, fierce love. Um, the love of a mother for her child, you know, uh, a healthy mother. That kind of fierce mother love is what I am talking about in terms of this anger. So I am very present with you. I'm very present with all of the communications that I'm having with people, both in the YouTube chats and also in the emails. Of course, also in the current Warrior of Peace Power Up group, very present with all of the conversations that I'm having with all of you. And ultimately, um, just remember it is about moving through this to creating a new golden age, an age that is based in love, and an age where everyone's well-being is taken care of, where people are respectful for each other. So that's where we're going. And we do need to keep breathing, and we need to keep pushing in the right way. Okay. So last personal update is I did make my first trip into, downtown Halifax since moving. I'm getting more back into civilized life. I did get my hair done. And John, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, um, in my community update last week, I was feeling I had to wear blue, and I was talking about my anger because I was feeling very angry, and I wanted to express like a positive expression of anger. And after that video, he said, "You're so ready for this empowerment. You are manifesting blue Sarasvati." And so he gave me a snapshot of me in the video, and then this picture of Sarasvati, a Tonka, a painting of her. And so anyway, he was just showing me the likeness. And so I knew that I was going to be getting my hair done. And he had also just sent a description of her, and it included her hairdo. And so I decided to playfully text the description of the hairdo and the picture of Sarasvati to my hairdresser. And I said, why don't we see what we can do and see if, I can, take on a little more of the look of Sarasvati. And so the sort of unique thing that she came up with, she said, well, what if we leave these two little, and I can't remember what she called them, but they're just these two little strips of hair here. So these are my Sarasvati little curly strips of hair. Um, it's an interesting new look to include, but maybe you can celebrate with me. This bringing in of these two loving energies of red Manjusri and blue Sarasvati, and all of the goodness that can come, and the support for further bringing forward Saramanju to assist and to help our community. So I would love it if you will comment below this video. I am definitely checking comments on videos again. All of the attention that had to go to the move, that's really settling down. So I'm able to be more present. So yes, I would love to hear from you. And please do join me on Sunday for the Stand in Your Power. I'll include a link below this video for you to sign up. Okay. Have a great week, everybody.